When I first watched this footage titled "Where did this plane come from?", I thought, well, obviously it was off the edge of the screen on the wide shot. And then once the cameraman zoomed in, you no longer have the opportunity to see the plane fly in. Now, I read a few of the responses, and someone had commented that this distance could have been covered in that short space of time where we can't see the whole view, and the response was, show a calculation and some physical evidence. And I thought, at least I can show a rough calculation. So, this is frame 323. The plane has taken 17 frames to cover this distance nose to nose. From this, I was able to work out the approximate distance the plane would be from the tower in frame 1. 323 frames divided by 17 frames is 19, which means 19 times this distance is where the plane should be in frame 1. So I superimposed this frame, 323, onto frame 1, taking care to marry the two images up, and then I extended this distance 19 times, which should surely run off the edge of frame 1. But it didn't. This is where the plane should be, and it's not there. Bigger margin of error maybe? I still can't see it. But it could just still be off the edge of the screen. So let's watch. This is now frame 68. And if the plane were travelling in a fairly straight line at about the same speed, it should be here by now. It should at least be in frame. And it's not. If you didn't follow that, let's look at it this way. We have to play the video backwards for this part, and what I've done is I've marked the towers with two big red rectangles, and I've marked the plane with a big arrow and a circle, because to view this correctly we need to look at it from a distance. Now, using the red rectangles as a guide, I've kept the towers the same size, and the reason we have to play it backwards is so that you can see that the arrow starts to follow the plane and continues on at the same speed until we get to frame 1 where everything stops. This is where the plane should be and isn't. For the sake of argument, the orange marker shows where a plane could have been had it have been out of shot until it appeared in the footage. As you can see, as it gets towards the last 17 frames, it doesn't match up with where the plane is. But it's not far from it. It's just over a plane's length away. In fact, if we just apply a small amount of drag force to the plane, which means it would be slowing down, this is what happens. The marker remains out of shot, but matches the plane's path once we can see the plane. So after thinking that I proved myself wrong, I'm now left with a question. Was there enough drag force to slow the plane down so that it could have been out of shot at the beginning and part way through the video?